in Nagasauga, Alabama on January 7, 1891, but my soul was born in Eatonville, Florida. I know you're wondering, how is she standing here in Miss Newell's classroom on February 25th, 2011? Isn't she like 120 years old? Well, children, all I can say to that is you learn a lot hanging out with them old voodoo doctors down in New Orleans. But back to my story. My father moved the family to Eatonville when I was just a toddler, and I loved it. My mother died in 1904 when I was just 13 years old. I've never been so sad in my life. My father remarried a young woman, and soon after fussing and fighting with her, I knew I had to leave. I found myself keeping house in Baltimore, Maryland. I was 26 years old, but I needed to finish school, so I told them that I was 16. I finished school, went to college, and became part of the Harlem Renaissance, where I made friends with Langston Hughes, Ethel Waters, W.E.B. Du Bois, and just had a grand time. From there, I traveled to gather materials for the books that I wrote. They were good, but I never saw the full success that they would bring. I died in Fort Pierce, Florida on January 28, 1960. I was broke, so my neighbors buried me in the Garden of Heavenly Rest Cemetery on February 17, 1960. In 1973, a young writer inspired by my books found my unmarked grave and placed a headstone to mark my resting place. It reads, Zora Neale Hurston, Genius of the South. That young writer went on to write several New York Times books, one that was made into an Academy Award-nominated movie, The Color Purple. My books are now studied in classrooms throughout the United States. So, as my friend Langston would say, life for me ain't been no crystal stair, but the life of those inspired by me made it worth it. Thank you, children, for having me here today. Now be sure to tell Mecca all about me when I leave.
Good job, girl. Come on, Mecca.